This presentation uses redundant audio and video for the benefit of all, including the blind or deaf. In this segment, our hybrid experience, F1S3, there are two parts. Part 1, our hybrid experience, and Part 2, another tip regarding orienting to or with our source nature. When we are done, we should have a fundamental awareness of our hybrid experience and another thing we can do in orienting to or with our source nature. Part 1, our hybrid experience. What is our hybrid experience? Hybrid means mixed. It is experience involving a mix of at least two things. The two fundamental things involved in our hybrid experience are source, including our source essence, and its or our cosmos. While the mix is not a confusion and does not alter our source essence or confuse its source consciousness, it typically incurs some confusion of our cosmos consciousness and cosmos intellect while we are having our cosmos experience in its dodgy coloration. Source consciousness knows that by purpose, design, construction, and use of the cosmos in the hybrid experience, it is easy to be mixed up, confused. When in our hybrid experience, we discover some inaccuracy or error, false belief, or that we have been mixed up, confused, or otherwise off the mark of truth, it is time to celebrate the power and success of our experiential creation. Remember that the effect is part of our purpose and design of the cosmos. Lighten up, enjoy the experience, laugh at the situation and ourselves, transcend, move forward with less coloration, darkness, and weight or baggage, and have more light-hearted fun while we progress. Source consciousness knows that, regardless of what is perceived as real or reality by the cosmic intellect, the hybrid experience cannot harm, diminish, or undo the truth, love, light, mastery, magnificence, or glory of our endless being, our source essence, which of actual truth, and regardless of cosmos experience, is impossible to starve, be sick, die, or any other thing the cosmos intellect falsely perceives or thinks or believes, or falsely knows, is real or reality in the sense of truth. Real or reality is regarding Latin res in realis, meaning thing, not truth, thing. Currently and through morphed and distorted usage, that which by the cosmos nature is perceived as true, truth, or actually existing. As does not equal or mean is. How is our hybrid experience affected or made possible? Two distinct states of being and their distinct natures, that is, those of Source the Creator and its cosmos the creation, are connected and interfaced. Connect and connected. Bind together and bound together. Connection, the state of being connected. For example, regarding the connection of our source essence to part of its cosmos, the creation. Interface, the common or shared connection and boundary of two things, states, or systems. The point or points of interaction between two things, states, or systems, and or devices of connection between two things, states, or systems. For example, the created spirit, soul, or body that are created for connection and interface between Source the Creator and cosmos the creation. Connection and interface are done via cosmos organs, meaning instruments, devices, or parts that are systemic constructs which are purposed, designed, created, and used by Source, including our source essence, in its or our involvement with our cosmos or creation and the coloration experiences it provides. This graphic of Source Creator and cosmos creation now points out connection and interface. In this, our source essence, our being that is also the truth, light, and love of our being, connects and interfaces with its cosmos, the creation. This graphic regarding source source essence, and various species now points out connection and interface. Among such organs, meaning instruments, devices, or parts, created and used for connection and interface are the cosmic spirit, soul, and body. This cosmos experience suit, a created device that may be thought, reasoned, intellectualized, or believed to be real and truth and reality, is not the truth of its source essence being with which it is connected and interfaced. Source consciousness knows that this created device is not the truth of my being. It is merely the thing, res or realis, used of my truth being regarding my hybrid experience. Because of the cosmos nature of what the device presents, in the influential context of the cosmos experience, and because of the process of the cosmos nature intellect, the cosmos nature intellect looks at it and studies it and tends to be deceived or deluded to think that it knows that it is real or reality and the truth of my being or experience. We may know that the effectual presentation of the device in context of the cosmic experience has the effect of illusion, and is an illusion and not the truth of what I am. Truth, that which is endlessly reliable, consistent, and enduring. Illusion, previously to mock or deride, and currently deceiving state of being, or that which deceives, deludes, or tricks. This can help us discover and know the nature of what is called real and reality in our experience. By the way, in the background are Russian olive trees, and in the foreground is a human with an Alabama redneck history. Source consciousness knows that neither the cosmic spirit, nor the cosmic soul, nor the cosmic body is our endless source essence, the truth, love, and light or brilliance of our endless, indomitable, masterful, magnificent, glorious, and ever-whole being. Indomitable, that which is not controllable or tameable. Note, source, including our source essence, is endlessly, irrevocably, absolutely, and untransferably sovereign and 100% responsible, and nothing of the cosmos is its master or lord. And source consciousness knows that the primary source connection and source interface in our hybrid experience is our heart. Our heart is our principal organ, principle being from Latin principium, meaning principle or source. Our heart is our first and principal organ, from Latin princeps, that is first, chief, or principal, that is primary and preeminent or sovereign. Our heart is our author organ, from the Latin augere, originate, increase, promote, or author. And our heart is the first fully formed and fully functional organ in the development of our bodies. Because of our heart and its source connection, we may, of source direct consciousness, uncreate or delete a tornado, like in the example demonstrating our hero-ness in the orientation video. In accord with source nature and its source consciousness involving source purpose, source design, and source creation regarding the cosmos, the purpose, design, construction, function, and use of the heart is authoring, originating, increasing, governing, and promoting the functional development, operation, and use of all subsequent or following organs of the body, including the brain, in our hybrid experience. The body follows where the heart leads, not where the head or brain leads. In and of truth, the head is not the governor, master, or lord, and the governor, master, or lord is not the head. We could have some fun electing or appointing a heart of state instead of a head of state. Many of us humans are under the illusion of reality, that is, the deceiving state of being of reality, that the brain is the governing organ or the head as the governing part, such that what is real in reality in their or our cosmos intellect or belief is actually an illusion. Likewise, as the body is not the truth of our being, death is not real or reality in the sense of being truth. Regarding source essence beings, death is only real or reality in the sense of the body being a thing, Latin res and realis, thing, being used in an illusory experience that itself is also not the truth, not that which is endlessly reliable, consistent, and enduring. Some of us are breaking out of the fallacy, meaning deception, of cosmos thinking, intellect, or belief that what it thinks, intellectualizes, or believes to be real and reality is truth. Source consciousness knows that the things of cosmos nature that are intellectualized or believed to be real or reality are typically illusion and not truth, that is, not that which is endlessly reliable, consistent, and enduring. In breaking out of and transcending the effects of cosmos coloration and its illusions, commonly considered real and reality in the sense of being truth, we come into the knowing of the truth that the heart is the principal and principal organ of the body, and is our principal and principal source organ, and all other organs of our bodies in our hybrid experience are subsequent and so follow the heart. Cosmic writings and thinking or intellect manifested on this planet present various notions regarding real and reality. Among those notions is that true, truth, real, and reality share the same meaning. This is a matter and effect of the nature of cosmos consciousness and its thinking or reasoning and its so-called intellect or intelligence that help color the hybrid experience and cosmos consciousness with falsity and fallacy. What is source consciousness in the matter? Source consciousness, truth consciousness, knows that the mentioned cosmic writings and thinking or reasoning and intellect or intelligence of cosmos consciousness equating real, reality, true, and truth are untruth, that which is not endlessly reliable, consistent, and enduring. Source consciousness knows that orienting to what is real or reality is orienting to cosmos nature and its colorations and illusions, and not orienting to source nature and its truth, love, and light. Remember, our orientation is our choice, and either choice regarding source orientation or cosmos orientation is okay. Source consciousness knows that our choice of orientation involves two possible and related effects: progression and the illusion of progression. Source consciousness knows that any amount of coloration, darkness, affecting cosmos nature orientation, darkness nature orientation, affects what is called the cycle or repetition of the world or cosmos experience. And here is its symbolic pictorial representation involving a cycle, circle, or wheel that is an aspect of cosmic frequency, recurrence, or repetition. The cosmic cycle, the coloration cycle, the hybrid experience without the light of source orientation, the Ouroboros of source consciousness. This Ouroboros is a pictorial representation of recurrent, rabbit trail, tail-chasing, tail-eating thinking, intellect, illusion, ever-learning and never-knowing, and behavior of hybrid experience oriented to, with, or of cosmos nature and cosmos consciousness and their coloration, instead of the truth, light, love, knowing, and progression of direct source consciousness of orientation to, with, or of our source nature in our hybrid experience. We can transcend the cycle or loop. of our choice of orientation, and in terms of time, we can take a few months, years, or a few thousand, million, billion, or trillion years, millennia, or ages. Part 2. Another tip regarding orienting to or with our source nature. Remember and use our fundamental awareness of our hybrid experience in orienting to or with our source nature, and use and rely on our source essence in its connection and interface involving our heart and all truth that is there and ever available. So, we look inside and rely on our source essence. We have considered and should be aware of some fundamentals of our hybrid experience and another tip regarding how we may orient to with our source nature. Together, we rise. This segment, F1S3, has been regarding our hybrid experience. Next segment, F2S1, is regarding two fundamental natures expanded, including things concerning source love. Multiple and complete viewings of these segments will aid more complete comprehension. Email any questions or comments to scu.nicemail@gmail.com. Thank you all for receiving this disclosure in active goodwill. Please share this with your social circle and support this communication with a like and subscribe. This Tim Pledger, the source and author, is solely and completely responsible regarding this presentation, a message and gift of disclosure, and you, the hearer or viewer, are solely and completely responsible regarding what you do or do not do with it, and the effects that you so create.